Wow, back to work. Took like 5 hours to load that one with no face on it this morning. Had a little thing at the beginning. Learn more about the New World Order. Watch this. It's like, yeah, whatever. I have 100 subscribers, but not one of them likes on knows that is circulating the videos and saying, "Hey, this guy's the Messiah. Let's live the Lord's Prayer." What's the use in having subscribers if they can't help you do what needs to be done to save children from genocide? Serious, because when people are faithful, you can trust them. If people aren't faithful, you can't trust them. They're not cognizant. They can't do the right thing. They don't do what's necessary to honor the beauty of our gift of life and the way our life exists, because what we need to sustain it with the beautiful gift that we're given and the means that it's given. So I say, what the fuck, right? You can't trust people that have no faith in God, okay? And that believe in the Lord and understand holy covenants and how to continue living on this beautiful planet in a beautiful way with other human beings. You can't trust them. They're not worthy of your trust. You can't expect them to show up and do the right thing. Fuck, I started posting on YouTube in June of 2009. It's September 2024. Tell me, who the fuck can I trust? Who is faithful like me? I want to know what makes you cry. Okay. What makes me cry? Every once in a while I get a little emotional. Jesus gets pissed at me half the time. It's a goddamn movie, Earl. Oh, I'm sorry. They're just fucking with you. Okay. Hermione, everything is wonderful. Being here is heavenly. Everything, every single day she sends. Everything is free. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have been born, and half you people wouldn't even understand the word faith, the word God, or the word love. Well, you're almost there. Reach into the damn phone, pull it out of you, little shits. Don't give me a plate with shit and call it steak. Okay. Sure, you'd be right in thinking the sun does rise and set on your ass, but it does on everyone else's as well. Well, Grandpa had some limericks, but it's like, no, Grandpa, it's okay. We revolve around the sun. It's just, never mind. I'll explain it to you later. Just go kill people for a paycheck, you crazy old man, and kill God because you can't get your way. Okay. I've never killed God because I couldn't get my way. No. It's like, what? Okay, let me get this straight. You don't get what you want, so you're going to kill God because God didn't give you what you want. You sound like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger from Stanley's Imagination, a stupid Conan movie with James Earl Jones. What? They're stupid. God, they're stupid. It's blah. So I'm sitting there playing this electronic arts stuff, and the computer's freaking out because it's a economic consumption based engine, right? The computer doesn't know what to do when I do that, when I take the teams and put Ohio State and Michigan State in the MAC, and put I put big schools in the Big 10 and the Big 12. No, because I got North Texas and San Antonio and El Paso in the Big 12, so it's freaking out on that. The Sun Belt has Sunbelt type teams like Louisiana Tech and Tulane, but it also has it has LSU, Mississippi State, and Mississippi, right? So it's freaking out. And the SEC has Florida Atlantic and has all these teams that, little stadiums and shit. So it doesn't, on the west side, it's got Troy and South Alabama, so it doesn't know what to do with itself. It's confused. I mean, I went and took the whole thing and just whooped it around on its ear. And the damn AI doesn't know what the fuck to do. Well, the stuff, now it's worse. Now you got NIL and brand exposure, and people that call you on the phone and say, wake me up, and you don't do it, and then you lose trust in your teammates. And hey, I got the answers to the test. You want to buy them? I mean, shit, it's worse. The game they make now is worse. It's like Grand Theft Auto and first-person shooter games, right? And if people at Electronic Arts end up getting killed by their own technology, okay, it wasn't because of me, it's because they earned it, Right, right. I don't get sad anymore when I see celebrities die on TV thinking they didn't get to experience the kingdom of heaven. Well, apparently they're a first-person shooter video game and they didn't earn it. Right? That's the way you got to start thinking. Because they took away my affection, they took away my romance and my sex. They want to make me in this cold-hearted orb that rules the night, make me act like David Rockefeller, and I'm not like David Rockefeller, okay? And he's not like me. Just because we're connected, because that asshole watched me his whole life until he died, doesn't mean he's like me. Okay, I'm a good person. He's not. I will not get millions of dollars together and get a bunch of creepos around me that will kill over money to maintain positions of delusions of authority and power, and then spy on the guy who's supposed to be. He's supposed to want our technology, our genome sequencing says one day, eventually, most of us might get killed by our technology, and it's because of him. It's not because of me. It's because of you. I asked you to live the Lord's Prayer in 2009. And you said no. So if your technology kills you, you did it, asshole. Not me. Okay? Let's have internal, external locus of control. Let's have some locus of control here, right? It fucking sucks, man. And you get these people and they want me to explain all these things to mythological religious people. And I'm like, oh, we've done that upside down and backwards, up the ass and around the way. You know, I was sitting there watching, they had this TV show on today. It was called The First 48, right? And they're in Cleveland, Ohio. And there's a birthday party for a 14-year-old girl who gets shot in a gang warfare crossfire shootout at her birthday party, right? And the mom at the end and the little brothers, you know, saying, don't go away. That's impossible because, you know, she was going to be murdered. She increased her chances for violent murder by the people she was hanging out with. And it might have been just a question of if, not a question of when, because she was in the center of the action, right? She was a focal point of the center of the action. Made her feel important, right? And the mom sitting there, you know, they took my daughter away. It's like, your daughter invited these two gangs were fighting and shooting in the street, killing each other, okay? And your daughter invited the one rival gang to the party that drew the attention of the others to shoot at each other, okay? Your daughter made the decision to die because of who she was hanging out with and how it made her feel. Like Jamie Lee Curtis married to Arnold Schwarzenegger on True Lies. Okay, I'd do anything to get her back. Don't think that way, because you think like a stem cell research department at HBCU, and it's not her. It's not getting her back. It's a replication of trapping the soul in a clay prison, living in hell because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. You can get your dog cloned for $50,000. Okay? They just haven't come up with legislation to where you can do it with your Haley Joel Osment. Okay? Do you understand? It was a movie back in the day. But you could literally, they could if they clone the dog, I'm sure they clone it as a puppy. So you experience the whole dog experience for $50,000. They're going to want to do that, right? Now, when they cloned the sheep Dolly, they cloned it and it wasn't a newborn. It was from the age of the cloning. So apparently they can clone in a way that takes them to either newborn, or if you want to be cloned at 30 and you're 30. Do you understand? Apparently they have that kind of technology, you know, the digital printer to make the immortal plant for the Wakanda Forever, which makes no sense, because if T'Chaka had the same abilities from that magic plant, okay, Bucky would have had to really blow up his body and disintegrate it for the daughter not to scientifically digitally print it or put it back together or fix, you know, how come she could fix the CIA guy and bring him back to life, okay, but she couldn't do it for her own father or her own brother? Okay. Well, because I'll tell you why. Because the guy who's now going to be the new Commandante knew beforehand he was going to get killed off in that episode. Same with the Steven guy that came over that got killed by the eagle feather and all that. They know coming into here's the script. You want to take it? Yeah, I'll take the job for a day. anything to pay my bills and build my resume. Okay, do you know what you're dealing with? Do you know what kind of people you're dealing with? You're talking about people that are playing God because they can manipulate molecular structures. Okay, they can take the beauty of the soul and trap it in a clay factory of Willy Wonka's imagination that never goes away, you Oompa Loompa dumbasses. Okay, I'm more intelligent than the people fucking with me. Okay, I know David Rockefeller better than the people that think they run the New World Order. Okay, I know them better than they think they know them. And I don't want to know them. I don't want to know all this stuff. I didn't want to go to Sierra Vista, Arizona and have them challenge me and explain everything to them that they were doing wrong and how they should fix it. I didn't want to do it. I wanted them to be able to fix them fucking selves. Can we just live the Lord's Prayer in 2009? No, apparently not. So it's 2024. All right. And you get people, these religious people, just one more thing for you stupid scientists, right? Now, if I have cancer cells and they rapidly reproduce and I kick the toxins out, okay, then to them, the religious people think it's the devil keeping me safe and helping my body recover. Okay, and if somebody in their family dies from cancer, God needed them somewhere else. That's how crazy they think. Okay, how are the scientists manipulating the molecular matter, thinking they can control who dies from cancer and who doesn't, who gets shot in the head, who doesn't, who dies from a fentanyl overdose and who doesn't? How are they any different than the assholes who have taken religion and told it into a cult of personality of egomania in their heads? How are they any different? They're the same fucking people with the same fucking manipulative dysfunction that want to make the world bend to their ego, and the infinite glory of God only exist in their head or not exist at all because they are the masters of the universe. It's stupid, right? Let's load this up. Let's hope that this only takes about 2 hours and not 5.5. For crying out loud, for schnugging us.